How to rank for unlimited plumbing keywords on Google search. Guys, if you can show up for all kinds of things on Google, the phone rings regularly. It's what you want to have happen. The largest plumbers in your market are all up high in Google, showing up for all kinds of keywords. And when that happens, that's why they've got a lot of trucks on the road, because their phone rings all the time. I'm Nolan Walker. If you hadn't seen us before, this is Jason here.
Howdy.
We've been doing this for 15 years. We have plumbing webmasters, DataPins, and it is our favorite thing to do to have people show up high in rankings on organic. That means non-paid. That means you're not paying for the ad or the click. But because Google likes your brand and your website and your plumbing company, you show up in Google Maps, organic rankings, reputation reviews. This now ties straight in on Google to Gemini AI search. If they like you on their algorithm, the AI likes you as well. And that's also organic, meaning non-paid. And same thing for Bing and ChatGPT. We like this by far the best. So, we're seriously going to talk about optimization for literally hundreds and hundreds of words.
Yeah. Everybody wants to show up for plumber, plumbing, maybe plumbing contractor, obviously. But there are thousands of other keywords available to you in any given market.
Yeah.
And everybody's going for those top 3 or top 4, whatever it is. And most people are leaving a lot of money on the table by ignoring the rest.
It's so half of all search Google calls low search volume.
We like to call it weird stuff.
Or what you might think of as a long tail keyword.
Yeah.
So and we'll segue talk about this because it's important. Why do you want to show up for hundreds of words? Well, I just want to show up for plumber. There might be 10 words that are half of all the plumbing words. Plumber, plumbing repair, plumbing company, water heaters. Emergency plumbing. So that kind of stuff. But people search for Renai tankless water heater or front yard line leak or water coming up from the floor or slab. You know, they search for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
An ice maker shutoff valve, a grinder pump, a lift station pump, etc. It just goes on and on. And when you've done this for 15 years like we have, and you look at it, the Google console or Google Analytics will stop at about 999 words.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't have more, but we have a whole lot of clients that stop at 999 words that have even more than that.
Yeah.
Because
it won't display more than 1,000 to you.
In analytics, but you can have more.
Yeah.
So, and let's talk about that just a little bit more on why you want hundreds. You have people, if anybody ever asks you to pick 5, pick 10, pick 20, it's hogwash.
Right.
It's lots of keywords are inherent within proper curated content and a proper brand and proper website. All of that, this stuff will show up.
Right.
And there's no reason not to get all of them because the return on investment, roughly 75% of people that go to Google looking for a plumber are going to click on a non-paid item, your map, your website, reputation reviews, AI, Google, Bing. And so you want to exploit that within their rules first because it's going to cost you so much money to go pay for ads or pay for leads, Yelp, HomeAdvisor.
If someone's asking you to pick 4 keywords, that's for ads. That's for paid.
Yeah.
Pick 4 keywords doesn't work for SEO.
Or it's just bad SEO company. Yeah. I talked to a guy the other day that had paid Yelp $8,000 a month and had zero. So, and it is, to us, it's appalling because of how nice it is to show up on organic and mapping. Somebody will pay far more than they would have to pay for their SEO to get something that if they quit paying goes away. And you could fight for your brand and have keywords show up. So let's talk about the steps to get hundreds of keywords to show up, not just a few. In fact, again, if somebody asks you that question, they're not going to do a good job for you.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you want 10 more keywords to show up? It's going to cost you.
That's much more money.
That's going to cost you. When you should literally have hundreds and hundreds of them showing up. So we will build out a website with services, and if they don't have that, they don't know you do the service, and they won't show you because you won't be. And I'm talking in mapping. You're going to want service pages. You're going to want city pages. Once that's done really, really well, and I mean really well, then you can do other things like DataPins. Right. You cannot have a poor quality website, poor quality service pages and city pages as part of the brand, and there's a lot of competition out there. It's not hard for us. But we've worked for 15 years, tons of skills, tons of resources, tons of tools, hard-earned, and we're omnipresent online for plumbing SEO and plumber SEO, and there's tons of credentials to validate this company. And so once you get that base set up properly, which is not easy to do unless you have a great company.
Yeah.
Just easy for us to do.
It's easy for us because of, like you said, experience and just dogging it for all these years.
I expect it.
Yeah.
For every single client that comes on. I expect dominance. I expect excellence. I expect them to like it. I expect the return to be so great that they don't quit. And if we didn't have that, we wouldn't be in business. Everybody here pays willingly because they want to stay, hundreds of clients. So DataPins is a piece of software that we developed, worried about the nature of content and digital brand signaling eons ago.
Yeah, conversations that started 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, so you've got a website up and you think you're going to slam in links and blogs and you wonder why it doesn't work well, and you're using such old school principles that your brand has been penalized and you don't get calls anymore. Or you're so apathetic about it and you didn't even think about SEO, the biggest thing that exists, and you pay for all your leads through Yelp or Home Advisor.
Yeah.
And you ignore this thing that is literally you with your own eyes can type in plumber in your market and see that the biggest plumbers in your market are literally top on Google. But then you don't try to fight to get into it. Makes no sense. But there's a couple of people that understand it, and they fight, and they have trucks all over the road, and they get calls all the time, and they raise their prices and make more profit.
Right.
So DataPins is a game changer for content.